The very first time I gave a training program, it was to teach people how to be effective writers. I happen to like to write. If you're in this room, it probably means you read one of my emails or one of my articles at some point in time. I actually happen to really enjoy copywriting, and I didn't always. I spent the first 5 years of my professional career in corporate communications figuring out how not to have to write anything. It's a very exhausting thing to do. But I eventually invested in writing courses, and I learned how to write effectively. And I had this corporate client who had hired my firm, my Marcom firm, to do a ton of market materials for them, just to write all this copy and case studies and insights papers and annual reports and newsletters, just all of the stuff we were designing and producing and messaging and writing. And he came to me and he said, Angelique, you know, I wish our team could write like you. Like, if they could do some of this writing, wouldn't that be great for us? Could you teach our people how to do that? And do you know what I said? No. It's like, oh, I don't teach training programs. So he came back to me a week later, and he's like, you know, aren't you in business for yourself? And I'm like, yeah. I was in my 20s. You know, I was still pretty young. He's like, yeah, we're asking to hire you to do something. Right? Like, so he was kind because he was kind of like, hey, knucklehead.